Good morning dear students. We are studying the chapter amines. जिसमें लास्ट वीडियो में हमने जो डिस्कस किया था दैट इज द मेथड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन ऑफ अमीन्स. आज जो टॉपिक हम स्टडी करने वाले हैं दैट इज द सेपरेशन ऑफ अमीन्स, द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज एंड समवट केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. सो द फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज सेपरेशन ऑफ प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी अमीन्स. So when amines are prepared, there is a presence of mixture of that amines. That means the mixture contain primary, secondary, tertiary and also the quaternary ammonium salt. So in the mixture there is a presence of primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary ammonium salt. So firstly what is done? Firstly this is distilled with, it is distilled with potassium hydroxide. Now out of these mixture the quaternary ammonium salt, the quaternary ammonium salt, it is non volatile in nature. That means आपके पास ये क्या रहेगा, ये as such present रहेगा. It is non volatile, so it is left behind. And the next, the primary, secondary and tertiary, these amines will get distilled over, these distilled over. And from these mixture having the primary, secondary and tertiary, हमारे पास क्या है, number of methods available है by which these amines can be separated easily. So the first method is fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. In fractional distillation what is done, it is done on the industrial scale. So industrial scale पे ये वाला method ज़्यादा यूज होता है, in which आपके पास जो भी मिक्सचर होता है, मिक्सचर को हम क्या करते हैं, मिक्सचर को फ्रैक्शनली डिस्टिल करेंगे. फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन इज डन by using highly efficient fractional apparatus. So this is the industrial scale method जिसमें हम क्या करते हैं, डिस्टिलेशन करते हैं, which is fractional in nature. The second method is Hofmann method. Now the mixture of amine having primary, secondary and tertiary amine, it is treated with diethyl oxalate. Here reaction is with diethyl oxalate. Now diethyl oxalate, if it react with the primary amine then a solid oxamide is formed. If it is secondary amine then the dialkyl oxamic ester which is a liquid is formed. And tertiary amine, it will not react under this method. So what is diethyl oxamide? It is COOC2H5, COOC2H5. So this is diethyl oxalate. If the amine is primary and it will react with 2 mole of primary amine, then this is the primary amine, then there is a removal of 2 alcohol molecule and what we get the oxamide NHRCO NHR. It is the substituted oxamide which is a solid plus 2 molecule of ethyl alcohol. That means it's come from the primary amine. Now if the amine is secondary, then under this method the product is a liquid NHR2. So it is a secondary amine and it's again this diethyl oxalate, and upon reaction what we get a liquid which is dialkyl oxamic ester C2H5. It is dialkyl oxamic ester, which is liquid in nature, plus ethyl molecule. Now, and tertiary amine will not react with diethyl oxalate. It will not react with this. So next step is what? Next step is the regeneration. मीन्स हमारे पास यहाँ जो अमीन्स हमें मिली हैं, प्राइमरी अमीन और सेकेंडरी अमीन, द प्राइमरी अमीन इज इन द सॉलिड फॉर्म, जो सेकेंडरी अमीन है दैट इज इन द लिक्विड फॉर्म. सो हाउ कैन वी जनरेट फ्रॉम दी सब्स्टिट्यूट प्रोडक्ट? एंड द रीजनरेशन इन्वॉल्व इन विच, जब हम क्या करेंगे ऑन डिस्टिलेशन, ऑन डिस्टिलिंग द रिएक्शन मिक्सचर, सबसे पहले टर्शरी अमीन आएगी विच इज नॉट रिएक्ट अंडर दिस मेथड. So tertiary amine distills first. Next, और उसको हम क्या करेंगे? It will be collected as distillate. Now, जो आपके पास remaining mixture होगा उसको हम क्या करेंगे? Remaining mixture को we will cool and then filter. Firstly cool and then filter. So on cooling, the filtrate will contain the ester, that is the oxamic ester, because it is liquid in nature, and we will get again a residue which is the primary amine, that is the solid. So then जो हमारे पास रेजिड्यू आया है, जो सॉलिड बना, दैट कंटेन द प्राइमरी अमीन, और जो आपके पास फिल्ट्रेट आएगा, जो लिक्विड पार्ट है, दैट कंटेन द oxamic एसिड, दैट इज द सेकेंडरी अमीन. सो व्हाट इज डन? दे बोथ आर टेकन सेपरेटली. सो फर्स्टली वी विल रिएक्ट द सॉलिड अमीन, substituted amine in the form of an amide CONHR. So it again react with the potassium hydroxide and we will get the potassium oxalate COOK plus the primary amine. This is the potassium oxalate and the primary amine is regenerated from this. Secondly, we will take the filtrate, which is a liquid ester CONR2 COO C2H5 plus again 2 molecule of KOH, and upon reaction the same potassium oxalate is formed, but the measure we will get is the secondary amine and ethyl molecule. So this is the secondary amine. So this is the method in which फर्स्टली हम रिएक्शन को क्या करेंगे? ट्रीट कराएंगे डाई इथाइल ऑक्सलेट के साथ. डाई इथाइल ऑक्सलेट के साथ रिएक्ट करने पे प्राइमरी अमीन हमें एक सॉलिड ऑक्सामाइड देती है और सेकेंडरी अमीन आपके पास एक एस्टर बनाती है विच इज लिक्विड इन नेचर. उसके बाद यहाँ से हम अमीन को कैसे रीजनरेट करेंगे? उसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, उसमें पोटाशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड ऐड करते हैं. ऑन रिएक्शन विद पोटाशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड विद द प्राइमरी अमीन वी विल गेट द प्राइमरी अमीन इन दिस फॉर्म with the potassium oxalate, and secondary amine again react with the potassium hydroxide and in this way. Now tertiary amine इस रिएक्शन को शो नहीं करता तो उसको हम डिस्टिल करेंगे. तो सबसे पहले आपके पास डिस्टिलेट की फॉर्म में उसको हम क्या करते हैं, अलग से यूज कर लेते हैं फॉर द फर्दर प्रोसेस. नेक्स्ट द थर्ड मेथड इज the third method is Heisenberg's method. Important method, Heisenberg's method. Now इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, जो आपके पास मिक्सचर ऑफ अमीन होता है, मिक्सचर ऑफ अमीन को हम ट्रीट कराते हैं विद दी पैराटोलुइन सल्फोनिल क्लोराइड, which is also named as tosyl chloride, and the formula for this reagent is TSCl. इसको हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं एंड इसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं, इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज Heisenberg's reagent. सो आपके पास जो प्राइमरी अमीन होती है, इट विल रिएक्ट विद द हेजनबर्ग रिएजेंट टू फॉर्म अ soluble monoalkyl sulfonamide, and the secondary amine form the dialkyl sulfonamide, which is insoluble in the alkali. Now what is done, we will take the primary amine plus para-toluene sulfonyl chloride. So this is the formula for the tosyl reagent. This is the Heisenberg reagent. So upon reaction, it will form the, I can write in this form, and you can say an alkyl sulfonamide, C6H4SO2NH, or this is an alkyl sulfonamide, and it again reaction with an alkali form the sodium salt. So we'll get para CH3 C6H4 SONNAR. So this is the sodium salt of N-alkyl sulfonamide, and it is soluble in nature. Secondly, if the amine is secondary, then this tosyl chloride CH3 C6H4 SO2Cl, it will react with the secondary amine, this is the secondary amine, to form a insoluble amide. Means on reaction reaction it with an alkali, it will be an insoluble salt, PCH3, that is the para methyl C6H4SO2 NR2 plus HCl. So this is the NN dialkyl sulfonamide. Now for the tertiary amine will not undergo this reaction. So अगर हम हेजनबर्ग मेथड की बात करते हैं तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे, हेजनबर्ग मेथड में जो आपके पास प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी अमीन है उसको डिफरेंटली रिएक्ट कराते हैं, किसके साथ, टोसाइल क्लोराइड के साथ. तो आपके पास अगर प्राइमरी अमीन प्रेजेंट है तो एक सोलुबल सॉल्ट मिलेगा, अगर आपके पास सेकेंडरी अमीन है तो आपके पास वहां पर क्या मिलेगा, इनसोलुबल सल्फोनामाइड मिलेगा, विच इज डाइअल्काइलेटेड. एंड टर्शियरी अमीन इस मेथड को शो नहीं करता. नेक्स्ट आता है कि रीजनरेशन ऑफ अमीन्स. मीन्स यहाँ से हमें पता लगा है कि वी हैव, इफ द प्रोडक्ट इज सोलुबल इट विल बी प्राइमरी एंड द इनसोलुबल मीन्स इट इज द सेकेंडरी. नाउ हाउ कैन वी रीजनरेट द अमीन्स फ्रॉम दिस? सो इन दिस व्हाट इज डन, we will use the alkaline mixture, because हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया है, नेक्स्ट स्टेप में NaOH ऐड किया है. फर्स्टली टोसाइल क्लोराइड के साथ एक किया, देन NaOH, सो इट इज द alkaline mixture. सो उसको हम क्या करेंगे, alkaline mixture is extracted with ether. It is extracted with ether. So on extraction with ether, the secondary and tertiary amine, they will pass into the ether layer. While the primary amine, it will be in the aqueous layer. यहाँ पर हमारे पास दो लेयर जनरेट होगी. तो जो आपके पास इथीरियल ऑर्गेनिक लेयर है उसमें आपके पास सेकेंडरी और टर्शियरी अमीन होगा, और जो आपके पास एक्वस लेयर है उसमें क्या होगा, दैट विल कंटेन दी प्राइमरी अमीन. नाउ अब जो हमारे पास इथीरियल लेयर है, जिसमें आपके पास इथीरियल लेयर कंटेनिंग दी सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी अमीन, उसको हम क्या करते हैं, वी विल इवेपोरेट. सो इवेपोरेशन के बाद आप क्या करोगे, वी विल डू, देन आफ्टर इट वी विल डू डिस्टिलेशन. नाउ जो आपके पास टर्शियरी अमीन है, tertiary amine is volatile, and that is why it is volatile in nature, that will firstly it will distilled off. एंड जो आपके पास रिमेनिंग मिक्सचर होगा, टर्शियरी अमीन वोलेटाइल है, वो वहां से डिस्टिल हो जाएगा, एंड जो रिमेनिंग मिक्सचर होगा इट विल कंटेन दी सेकेंडरी अमीन, एंड उस सेकेंडरी अमीन को हम क्या करेंगे, हम हाइड्रोलाइज कराएंगे विद द HCl, एंड देन उसको हम क्या करेंगे, अगेन डिस्टिल करेंगे ओवर द सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड टू गेट द सेकेंडरी अमीन. लाइक वी हैव N-dialkyl substituted sulfonamide, P paramethyl sulfonamide, C6H4SO2 Nr2. So firstly it will react with an acid like HCl, hydrolysis done, and we get the paramethyl C6H4SOOH. This is the para-toluene sulfonic acid, and main जो हमें required है that is your the we get is the secondary amine hydrochloride. The form is R2NHHCl. Now this is distilled over NaOH. Sorry. So we will get the secondary amine. So this is the process for getting the secondary amine. By that, firstly it will be undergo hydrolysis and then it is distilled over the NaOH solution. Next, plus water. Next is the regeneration of the primary amine. Now primary amine which is present in the aqueous layer. So इसको हम again same process कराएंगे. Firstly hydrolysis with the HCl and then distilled over the NaOH. So aqueous layer में containing primary amine. So we have paramethyl sulfonamide, C6H4SONNAR. It will be hydrolyzed. We get PCH3 C6H4SO2NHR plus NaCl, and this upon reaction with water and HCl, that means on hydrolysis. So what we get the primary amine hydrochloride CH3 C6H4SO2OH plus RNH2HCl. So this is the primary amine hydrochloride. And now this primary amine hydrochloride, it will react with it is distilled over the NaOH, the alkali, and the resulting product will contain the primary amine like this. So these are the three methods by which we can separate the primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine. So first method is the fractional distillation, the second method is the Hoffman method, and the third method is the Heisenberg's method. Next topic is the physical properties. Physical properties. Under physical property, the first property is physical state. So physical state means जो आपके पास लोअर मेंबर है एलिफेटिक अमीन्स, लोअर मेंबर ऑफ aliphatic amines, they all gaseous and having the ammonia like smell, having ammonia like smell. While जो आपके पास हायर मेंबर है अमीन्स के, हायर members of amines, they are mostly liquids and having a fishy smell. Aromatic amines also are liquid. जो aromatic amines हैं, they are also liquids having a unpleasant odor, smell. And aromatic amines, they also are in solid state with low melting point. With low melting point, and they are odorless. Means aromatic amines, they are liquid as well as solids. If they are liquid, they have the unpleasant odor, and if they are in solid form, they have the low melting point and odorless. Next, जो आपके पास प्योर अमीन्स होती हैं, they are colorless in nature. Pure amines are colorless, but on standing they will react with air to form the colored amines. So the aromatic amines, they can readily oxidize to form the colored product. Next आपके पास जो property है, that is the melting point and boiling point. Now amines are polar in nature because of the presence of lone pair on the nitrogen. So amines are polar in nature, while the tertiary amines, they are not polar because there is no presence of hydrogen. And amines are polar. Why? Because they will show intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Like CH3, N, H, H. So it will be hydrogen bonded to the next nitrogen group of the amine. So there is a presence of hydrogen bonding. Further, it is again hydrogen bonded to the next nitrogen atom of the amine. So this is the case. That is why it will have the higher melting point than those of the non-polar compounds. But if we compare the hydrogen bonding to the alcohols, then the hydrogen bonding in alcohols is higher as compared to these amines. That is why they have the lower melting or boiling point as compared to the alcohols. Next is the solubility, and also because of the lesser extent of this intermolecular hydrogen bonding, they will not form the associated molecules. Next is the solubility. Then जो आपके पास lower amines होती हैं, they are soluble in water because of the presence of hydrogen by showing the hydrogen bonding. But जो आपके पास higher amines होती हैं, they contain the non-polar part, the carbon part. That means practically they are insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. Soluble because of hydrogen bonding, and insoluble due to the presence of the non-polar alkyl part. You can say the hydrocarbon part. And they are also less soluble in solvent like ether, alcohol and benzene. Now जो आपके पास aromatic amines होती हैं, that are highly toxic in nature, and उनको केयर के साथ हैंडल करना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक जो हमने यहाँ पर स्टडी करना है, that is the chemical properties. Chemical properties. So under chemical properties, the first property is the basic property. That is the basic character. So like ammonia, amines also have the lone pair of electron over the nitrogen atom, and it will be easily available to be shared with the other atom, and it will act as an electron donor. That means amines act as a base. So the first reaction under this property is formation of hydroxide. Formation of hydroxides. So amine will react with water to form the alkyl ammonium hydroxide, or NH3OH, and form this ion plus OH negative. Similarly, if we have the secondary amine, it will react with this water to form the dialkyl ammonium hydroxide. Further, we will give the this sign plus OH negative. Similarly, secondary amine on reaction with water will give the trialkyl ammonium hydroxide. Again give the ion NH positive plus OH negative. So this is the process which show the basic nature of amine, in which the lone pair of nitrogen atom will abstract the proton to form these ions. Next is the formation of salts, which again show the basic nature. So the primary amine will react with an acid to form the salt like R NH3 positive Cl negative. It is the alkyl ammonium chloride. If we have the secondary amine, so again it will react with an acid to form a salt R NH positive H2 Cl negative. What is this? This is the dialkyl ammonium chloride. And if we have the tertiary amine, it will react with an acid to form the trialkyl ammonium chloride. HCl negative. It is trialkyl ammonium chlorides. Now, amines, they are weaker base than hydroxides. Amines are weak base than hydroxide ion, and they can be easily converted back into the free amine. So from their salt they can be easily regenerated because they are weak bases plus water. So it is a weak base and it is a strong base. Next property which we have to study is alkylation. So alkylation means जितने भी आपके पास amines की classes हैं, they will undergo alkylation on treatment with the alkyl halide. Suppose we have the primary amine, it will react with the alkyl halide to form the secondary amine minus HX, which again react with the alkyl halide to form the tertiary amine, and it again react with the next mole of alkyl halide to form the quaternary salt R4N positive X negative. This is the quaternary ammonium halide. So the process of converting an amine into the quaternary ammonium salt, it is referred to as exhaustive methylation. Methylation. This is the active exhaustive methylation. Next is the conversion into so this is the second property, and the third property is conversion into the amide. So the alkenes on reaction with the acid chloride or the acid anhydride, they will give the N substituted amide. Suppose we have an acid chloride like this, so on reaction with an amine, they will form the amide, substituted amide. If R prime RCONH, so this is the N-alkyl substituted amide. For example, and this reaction is known as Baumann reaction, Schmidt-Baumann reaction. Baumann reaction. So under this process, the amine is treated with in the presence of a base such as sodium hydroxide or pyridine, and then this reaction is known as Cotton-Baumann reaction. And what is that reaction? If we have an acid chloride plus aniline aromatic amine, so on reaction with a strong base, either pyridine or aqueous NaOH. So we will get the acetanilide, NHCOCH3. This is acetanilide. So the mechanism of this reaction is in which the lone pair of nitrogen in the amine will attack on the carbonyl carbon. This is R prime O negative 2, 2, and then N positive R H H Cl. In the next step, this is the process. So R prime C double bond O, N positive H H R. In the next step, there is a removal of one proton to form the amide. So this is the process under the Scott and Baumann reaction to form the amide. So this is all about the chemical properties of the amines. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम फर्दर केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज स्टडी करेंगे. थैंक यू.